I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Temple of Bastet. If you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. The Fall of Osiris. Once, long ago, in the time before stories were told, there was a king, a good king, a wise king, a king loved by gods and men alike, which, if you have ever read enough stories, should immediately tell you that his reign would not last. His name was Osiris, and under his rule, Egypt flourished. The rivers ran full. The crops stretched skyward in supplication, and the people spoke his name in whispers of gratitude. He had a queen, Isis, who was also his sister, because gods do not concern themselves with the laws of mortal kinship. She was clever and kind, and her magic ran through the veins of the world itself. The two of them together were a song, a hymn of balance and harmony. But in every story where there is harmony, there is also a shadow, and that shadow had a name too: Seth. Seth was Osiris's brother, though to call them kin was like calling the river kin to the desert. He was the howl of the wind in a place where nothing should live. He was the crack of thunder that made children cry out in the night. He was the part of every heart that twitches at the sight of something breaking apart and enjoys it. And he was jealous. Look at him. Look at the way they bow. Look at the way they love him. It is an awful thing to be overlooked. A cruel thing. Egypt needs more than a shepherd. Egypt needs a storm. Perhaps you think Seth's anger was unwarranted, but jealousy is not a thing that listens to reason. It grows, it twists, it finds reasons where none exist. Osiris had everything: the love of the people, the love of Isis, the love of the gods themselves. And then there was Nephthys. Nephthys was Seth's wife, but the gods are not so different from mortals in some ways. Love is a fickle creature. It slips through fingers, and one night Nephthys slipped through hers and into the arms of Osiris. Or so the stories say. Some whisper that she tricked him, draped herself in the face of Isis, and Osiris, ever trusting, ever blind, welcomed her. Some say he knew. Some say it does not matter, because in the end Anubis was born, and Seth was left with nothing but rage, boiling and bitter as the desert sun. He does not deserve to rule. And so the god of chaos made a plan. A beautiful, terrible, careful plan. A coffin carved of the finest wood, inlaid with gold. A thing of beauty, a thing of death. A banquet, lavish and full of laughter, the kind of laughter that hides sharp teeth. A contest, a simple one. Who among them would fit perfectly inside the coffin? Osiris, smiling, stepped forward. The coffin's lid creaks open. A fine gift, brother. I wonder, does it fit me? Oh, it did, perfectly, like it had been carved just for him. Because, of course, it had. Brother? Seth's hands press down on the lid. His voice is calm. Good night, brother. Molten lead pours, sealing the coffin lid shut. The river waits. And just like that, the king was gone. Set cast the coffin into the Nile, watched the waters close over it, and turned to the stunned silence of the banquet hall. And then he smiled. The throne is mine. The stars above shuddered. The story, though, is not over. But that is for another time. And so Osiris was lost, for now. But gods do not die so easily, and queens, when they are also witches, do not grieve in silence. There is another story yet to be told, of a woman walking the length of the world to find the pieces of a lost god, of a child born beneath a vengeful sky, of a battle not yet fought. But for now, this is the way it begins. As always, if you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin. Thank you for joining me today here in the Temple of Bastet.